Today, let's compare FXIFY with Finotive Funding. We'll have a look at similar challenges between the two and see how they compare. Let's dive in. Although smaller than some of the big players you've probably already heard of, FXIFY and Finotive Funding are great choices. I actually have accounts with both of them. We'll have a look after. We're going to compare like for like today and have a look at the two-phase 10K challenges, see how they compare between the two. So here we are on the 10K challenges for both accounts. We're looking at the two-step challenges here, so we can compare like for like. I actually have a one-step challenge here with Finotive Funding, but I also have a two-step challenge with FXIFY. So straight away, you can see there's similar prices, with Finotive Funding coming in at $74 and FXIFY coming in at $89. Not much in it between the two there, very similar. One of the standout differences is the profit targets are different between the two, with Finotive Funding on phase 1 requiring 7.5%, and then on phase 2 just 5%, whereas with FXIFY, phase 1 is 5% and phase 2 is 10%. So you do need to make a bit more on FXIFY's account compared to Finotive Funding with regards to profit targets. But adding the two together, it's not that much difference. It's 12.5% for Finotive Funding and 15% for FXIFY in total across the two phases. With regards to drawdown, Finotive Funding is 5% on the daily and 10% on the maximum, whereas FXIFY is very similar with 4% on the daily and 10% on the maximum. One big difference to note is how the drawdown is calculated between the two, with FXIFY having a static drawdown of 10% from your account balance at the start. When it comes to Finotive Funding, they do a bit of a mixture of the two. I had to actually go into the FAQs and ask the bot here to find out, but it looks like your drawdown is based off the end of day balance, which in itself is okay. But then it also says they monitor it throughout the day. So it's the end of day balance plus the running equity P&L of the current day. This I'm not that keen on, whereas FXIFY have a much simpler system. You have 10%, that is it, static from the account balance for the lifetime of the account. Simple. I think if you had to push me to choose one out of the two, it would have to be FXIFY here, largely because they have a static drawdown, whereas Finotive Funding have that rather than the end of day trailing drawdown plus the equity balance during the day. It seems a bit odd to me, but don't let that put you off. Both firms are great. I like them both. Do you have accounts with either of these firms? Do you have a preference between the two? Is there a reason why you prefer one over the other? Let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to see. And remember to like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.